Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 48 of Dragon Quest VIII Blind. Last time, we fought our way up to rank C in the monster arena, only to fall short right at the championship. So anyways, let's just get going. Okay. Any comments? Alright, yeah, you're the one who told about the doors. The doors of how we're allowed in because we're special. We've got that hero energy that Mori likes. Okay, let's get back to Argonia and start moving things along. Oh my gosh, Jessica's a bunny girl. I'm sorry, I turned Jessica into a bunny girl. Golden Bennett! That wasn't easy, eh? But now look at us, with our very own ship and everything, sweet as a nut. That Dhoulmagus ain't got nowhere to hide now. Wherever he runs to, we'll track him down. I ain't got a clue myself, but I wonder what it's like being engaged from the day you're born. You're thinking about Princess Medea. Well, personally, I'd love to have a fiancé. With a safety net like that, you could try your hand at the game of love to your heart's content and never worry. You'd always have someone to fall back on. Who could want for more? You know, you don't exactly sound like someone who spent most of his life in an abbey. If Dhoulmagus came here with the intention of another murder, I suppose his target would probably be a member of the royal family. But maybe it's not impossible to predict that. Who knows if there's any rhyme or reason to what he's doing. I think this is where Lorenzo's from. Do you remember Lorenzo, the man who thought he was my fiancé? Yeah, we remember him, but tell us about him. You barely spoke to him. It's a wonder you don't remember him. Lorenzo's the son of the Chancellor here. That's why my mother chose him to be my future husband without consulting me, might I add. Can you believe it? She's obsessed with smuggling me into polite society, whether I like it or not. Like you could smuggle Jessica into polite society. King Clavius is an excellent ruler. Under his leadership, Argonia can't fail to prosper. But it's a bit worrying to think how things will go when it's time for Prince Charmles to take over. Imagine him in charge of politics. Now I'm scared to meet Prince Charmles. Yeah, watch how he's basically the spoiled brat of the throne. What's a feathered... Okay, feathered cap. Let's see what that is. Now we can become a dandy. Okay, that feather cap's not going to do much for us. What was that? Have I seen a suspicious-looking man called Dhoulmagus dressed up as a jester? No, I can't think I've remembered something like that. Is he a traveling entertainer or something? I can hardly believe it. It seems Prince Charmles has been engaged from the minute he was born. His fiancée is the princess of a country on the other side of the ocean called Trodain. Some people say she's a real beauty. Yeah, King Tro just spreading that propaganda. There's an ancient ritual here in Argonia where the prince has to prove he has what it takes to rule the kingdom after his father. He does that by defeating a rare monster called an Argonian lizard and bringing back its jewel as proof of his conquest. If he succeeds, he's recognized as the heir to the throne. It's all a coming of age ceremony, I suppose. Piece of cool cheese. Meanwhile, we're royalty when it comes to breaking into people's houses and stealing their stuff. Okay, got a turban, though that's probably not going to help us much. Okay, there's another house in the back, but then again, there's another house forward. For a second there, this place was starting to freak me out. I thought it was spinning. I had to keep my voice down because I don't want to be overheard. But I'm more than a little bit worried about the future when I think of Prince Charles ruling the roost. I mean, it's hard to believe he's King Clavius' son with looks like that. Clavius is so distinguished and handsome, while Charles is just charmless, really. If it was just his looks that weren't up to stretch, it wouldn't matter. But it goes a lot deeper than that. Oh no, he's an ugly douche. He's a douche who basically is so caught by his ugly looks that basically he takes down everyone. He's essentially anti-Yangus. Every time my husband opens his mouth, he comes out with something bad about Prince Charles. I can see where he's coming from, but still. Yep, called it. Prince Charles is an asshole. Strong antidote. Yeah, meanwhile, Tro's probably cursing inside. He's like, damn it, I have to follow through with this promise to Argonia. He's like, no, I got to marry Medea off to an ugly man. Watch how he's not even that ugly. Watch how he's just average looking and basically, and the king is just this absolute Adonis of a guy. He's the absolute Giga Chad king, basically. Trode, he sees this guy, and Trode just fears for his life. There's a town to the northwest of here, famous for its casino. Baccarat, it's called. The casino's a real draw for tourists, but it's suddenly been closed down. I wonder what's going on. Yeah, right when we're on the verge of going there. Prince Charles loves a good gamble when he has the chance. He often sneaks out of the castle and heads over to Baccarat for the odd game or two. He must be feeling a bit peeved now, though, with the casino being closed down. What items do you have at the shop? Moonward Bulb, Holy Water, Chimera Wing. I came all this way to get a permit for this year's bazaar, but I can't get inside the castle. Of all the luck. Yeah, there's also that house back there that I want to give a check to. Look, someone's in there. Yeah, judging from the look of this place, you'd think that this was the church for the town. I'm loving that chill version of Castle Trodane's theme. Watch how this didn't even start out as Castle Trodane's theme, and I just know it as the Castle Trodane theme. It's gonna be forever the Castle Trodane theme, I'm sorry. Fortune Street has ruined me when it comes to Dragon Quest. Okay, it's better than nothing. Did you know that the wasteland across the sea to the northwest of here? Nobody lives there. People say that the shrine in the middle of it is filled with the darkest power in the world. It's a place everyone's been going to for years to perform dark rites, apparently. Well, the kind of people who go in for that sort of thing, I mean. Kind of a weird house. I'm afraid entry to the castle isn't permitted at night. I couldn't even let you in during the day at the moment, not until Prince Charles is found. If we don't seal up the exits like this, there's a chance he might run away. Well, judging from what we've heard, he has run away. He's run off to Baccarat. If I were a criminal, where would I hide? Is this a joke? No, of course not. Let's see. No, sorry, I have no idea, but if anyone would know, I bet the bartender at Baccarat would. He can't get enough of the old gossip. Well, with each person we talk to, it seems more and more apparent that we're heading to Baccarat next. Has there been a murder in town lately? Are you mad? King Clavis would never let a thing like that happen. Argonia is the safest place in the world. You just cursed it. Next time we come back here, Argonia's probably gonna be in flames. What is going on in Baccarat? A casino where you can't play is like a pub where you can't drink. Speaking of drink, that reminds me of the casino bartender. He knows absolutely everything. He's a real one for gossip. I was at the casino once and he told me which slot machine pays the most often. If there's ever anything you want to know, just head over to Baccarat and ask for him. Well, now I really want to go to Baccarat. Okay, from the look of it, that entrance to the castle isn't guarded. Yeah, they're like, let someone into the castle. Maybe they'll kill the ugly Prince Charmles. I met my wife over in Baccarat. The casino owner, Golding, came to our wedding, you know. Yeah, he doesn't want to provide you a discount on the venue. I worked at the casino in Baccarat a long time ago. The owner, Mr. Golding, was ever so nice to me. I'm really worried because the casino's been shut and there are rumors he's ill and bedridden. Maybe I should go see how he is. I was asleep. I just rested my eyes. We're having a contest to see which one of us can stay awake the latest. Don't tell our mom and dad, okay? Let's take your stuff. You have nothing. We're telling your parents. Flicking through the pages like this makes a refreshing little breeze. But was it interesting to read? It's a book entitled The ABCs. C is for cow. There's a drawing of a cow next to the letter. Okay, let's check out that other house and then check out the castle. And then maybe start making our way over to Baccarat. Yeah, because really, just with each conversation, it just seems more and more likely that Baccarat is where we have to go next. What with the casino and the casino owner and the bartender at the casino knowing everything. My master is chancellor to the king, and he's an extremely important man. And probably a douche if his son's anything to go off of. But then again, from what we've been hearing, it seems to be a generational thing where basically the parents in Argonia are great, and then basically, bam, the kids are trash. What do you think you're doing? You just can't amble into somebody else's house. I should be entitled to some peace in my own home. I'm absolutely exhausted. I've been hunting all over the castle for the prince all day long. At least give me a moment's quiet before bedtime. We're taking your mandolin. Give us your mandolin. We're taking your A-series mandolin. Though everyone knows that the best mandolin is the F-series mandolin. Okay, anything in your house? Please, don't disinherit Lorenzo, our only son. Oh my gosh, the douche chancellor's like, my son's a freaking douche! He's a dandy douche! It's the diary of the mansion owner. Lorenzo's telling everyone he wants to sound a journey to broaden his horizons. It's painfully obvious that it's just some convenient excuse to get out of his duties at the castle. And again, he says he plans to stop by Alexandria to see his fiancée, so how can I say no? It remains my fervent hope that his association with Jessica will knock some sense into that thick skull of his. No, and now I feel sad for Lorenzo. I'm dissing Lorenzo, and all he just wants is to go out and enjoy the world. Okay. Okay, let's go over to the castle. See what we can find there. If that door's locked, we're going out in search. We're going to Baccarat. The road to Baccarat. Yeah, we spent pretty much an entire episode just going around the town. Darn it! They thought of everything! Okay. Okay, where's the inn? Okay, we'll sleep the night and then we'll head out. We'll head out and basically just... sorry. Yeah, we'll head out and make our way over to Baccarat. Okay, let's do one quick check at the castle, because chances are we would head, knowing my luck, I'd go all the way to Baccarat. I'd go all the way to Baccarat, only to discover, oh, you gotta trigger something in Argonia. Okay, we already talked to you, we talked to you, child.
When we have the bazaar, people come here from all over the world to sell their things. The town square gets jam-packed.
What's going on with this place? Don't let anyone into the castle. No, what if someone has official business in the castle? Trout could get us in. Okay, looks like we're heading all the way up to Baccarat. Actually, no. First things first, let's go and see if we can buy some better armor. I think we had that one tiara for Jessica. Okay, yes. Okay, I wonder if that will change up Jessica's outfit. Okay, Jessica's no longer a bunny girl. Okay, so anyways, let's get going. At least now that Jessica's a lot more defensive, Angelo's has some more bulk to him. We have some more attack power. And so does Yangus, basically. We should be in a pretty good situation. Okay, we were told that Baccarat was to the northwest of here. So chances are, if we keep on following the road to the west, we should reach it. A sign would be pretty nice, just telling us if we're heading in the right direction. Yeah, it's like we put up our holy protection, bang. Okay, we're not summoning the monster team. Helm Splitter. Angelo attack. Jessica, we'll use a crack. Okay, Flame Slash, Yangus, Helm Splitter, Angelo, attack, and Jessica will use Crackle. Yeah, though it's kind of odd how basically the enemies at sea are just so darn powerful, and then basically you get here and it's like, oh hey, it's not too bad. Okay, but let's keep our eyes peeled. Just in case we come across any items. Okay, I also want to see what's going on at that lake. I mean, why would they bring a path to a lake? Yeah, but from the look of this place, it's even bigger than the southern continent, Ascantha. Was that the name, or was that just the kingdom? Okay, we'll keep going along the road, and then basically we'll take the path to the left that goes south. Okay, Yangus, Helm Splitter, Angelo. Actually, yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, we'll use an accelerate. Ah, that hurt. Okay. One down. Okay, Yangus, Helm Splitter, Angelo. Let's use a swoosh, and Jessica use a crackle. Seems they have a nice resistance. Okay, don't use swoosh on them. I'm just scared of what the big guy's gonna do. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Angelo, you're not knocked down, you're on your knee. Jessica, use a sizzle. It stinks to be on the other side of the flame slash. Mid heal on our. We'll mid heal on Angelo. And in exchange, Angelo can mid heal on us. Okay. Mid heal on us. Jessica, you can use a crackle. Yangus, Helm Splitter, Angelo attack, and Jessica, you can use a blow kiss. Okay, what does that new spell do? Launch. Okay, basically a more powerful fire spell for Jessica. That is very nice. Okay. Lake Argon, Argonia Castle. Okay, you know what? I think it would be a good idea to mid-heal. Okay. I mean, this is a nice looking lake. I'll give it that. Wait, is that a treasure chest on the other side? We gotta get it. We gotta get it. We gotta get that treasure chest. Let's see if Warcry does anything. Okay. Swoosh. And Jessica. Okay, I used the wrong move. Okay, Flame Slash, Yangus will attack. Angelo, you can attack. Jessica will use another Crackle. Okay, Holy Protection. That treasure has to be good if it's on the other side of the lake. Yeah, the Watcher we're gonna have to come here for a story reason. Just kind of odd how they put a seemingly meaningless area just right at the end of a path. Okay, steel shield, nice. Okay, reduces ice and fire by 7, nice. Oh yeah, we're definitely giving this to Yangus. And let's see if we can take Yangish's shield. Yeah, that's not really going to do much. Hey, but giving Yangus some extra resilience, that will really help out. Okay, but anyways, on that note, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. Like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. But I'll see you next time. Bye.